Hi all, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be working on the Harley Davidson Iron 883 and we're going to be removing this horrible original air filter and installing that. It's going to look beautiful. Let's get started. One of the parcels has arrived for the Harley. This one I'm actually quite excited for. Let's open it up and check. That is very nice. So that's the one part. So that looks really nice. That's obviously the head breather bolts. That mounts onto the throttle body. That's really nice. That's quite nice. Filter itself. I'm a bit bleak that that's chrome. Would have been nice black. Maybe we'll paint it. Try to see if we can figure out. This is the original air filter that came with the Harley. Suction from the bottom here, and then it's got the filter in the middle. I'll show you that now once we strip it. But you can see over there what it looks like. To take the stock filter off, I just got to loosen this first screw over here. It is a 3/16. Obviously it's Imperial, it's Harley. Then once that's loose, the entire cover can just come off to reveal the air filter. Then it's to use a T27 Torx to loosen these three to get the air filter off. There we got the gasket. These two bolts are the crankcase breather bolts. For some reason my 14 socket works on that. One would think it would have been Imperial, but yes. Take those two breather bolts out and then this back piece can come off. There's the first breather bolt. And then the second one, and then that should just come off. There's a gasket on the back here which I'm going to keep on the filter. These are the instructions that came with the filter. So there it shows remove that plate, which is that one over there, and then it's got the rest of the instructions. And then the service interval is 4,000 miles or inspection, and then to clean the air filter at 8,000 miles. I'll just have to work that out in kilometers. Now that the back part of the filter is off, we can see the throttle body. This plate over here needs to come off according to the instructions. This is a bit greasy and grimy, so I'm just going to use some liquid moly brake and part cleaner on the cloth just to clean this grease up. Okay, the order in which this goes is we've got these little O-rings that need to go on the back of the bracket over here, like that and like that. Then we've got a gasket that's going to go on the back over there. Then that, let me just pick these up. Then we're going to mount this onto there with the gasket in between the throttle body and the part. And then we're going to put the copper washer with the breather bolt into the breather bolt or the cylinder heads. Before I put the O-rings in, I'm just going to put a bit of red rubber grease onto all the O-rings so that they're nice and lubricated. Just to grease up the rubbers, the O-rings. Little bit over there. Little bit over there. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult. It's quite a bit bigger. To grease the bigger one, I'm just going to put it in, pick up some grease, and then I'll use my fingers to swirl it around. Just like that. We've got our seal behind, or gasket. I'm not sure why they include two. Let's try one for now. Then I need to add the small O-rings onto here. One there. One there. Then I can put the I think it requires two, that's why they include two gaskets. Just going to slip one of these in quickly, just so that it can all stay aligned. Another one. Okay, now while it's holding there, we can take the breather bolt with the copper washer, put that through. Same thing for the other one. These are using a 5/16 hex head. Just going to nip that tight. Nip that one tight. Because there's no O-ring or flat washers inside, I'm just going to put a tiny bit of Loctite on. Just a small bit. I don't want these coming out, especially with the vibrations of the motor. The torque spec for these is 55 foot-pounds, which equates to about 6 Newton meters. So I'm just going to torque these to 6. Might have tightened them a little bit too tight with the ratchets. So I'm just going to back them off a little bit. Then I can tighten on. That's that, and then the torque rating for the breather bolts was 120 foot-pounds, which is about, let's see, about 14 Newton meters. Just under. So then I can torque these. Okay, now I know that's all torque to spec. We can continue with the rest. I can now put in this O-ring over here. That's in now. Now that the O-ring is in, we can put this cover on. Just same thing, I'm just going to put a screw in to hold it, and then I'm going to put some thread locker on these as well. I'll put a little bit more of thread locker on these because same thing, I don't want them vibrating loose. The cone filter or air filter, it's got this nice little cover on the back that just finishes it off nicer. Okay, I've greased up the inside of the air filter, the rubber, so now we can slip it onto the elbow over here. That's on. Now we can just tighten up over here. And to tighten it on, it's just a flat screwdriver with a hose clamp. We don't need to go too tight with that, it just needs to hold it on. That's on solid. Nice. And then you can see, it's going to be a bit difficult because I need to support the bike. When you sit with your foot on the middle footrest, sometimes your leg hits the air filter. So that's the goal of today, is to try and take this one off, put the forward facing one on, and we'll see how that fits. There's me sitting with the pod filter or the cone filter on, the new air filter, and my leg gets nowhere near touching it. So I think we achieved what we were looking for. Sure, I think that looks quite mean. And that is it air filter is done, the new air filter. I think it looks much better than the original air filter. I'm sure we're going to get some more performance gain as well. We might need to load a tune now that we've done air filter, but let's have a look. Yeah, I think it looks way nicer. It was easy enough to install. I will include the link below for the air filter. I bought it off Amazon. It was very, very nice. Everything fitted together perfectly. They included everything that was needed, and the instructions were perfect actually. So yeah, quite an enjoyable experience. Thank you very much for watching the video all the way to the end. Really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. And as always, leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Until the next video. Looks way better. And at least I'm not hitting my leg on it.